Hey guys, how's it going? It's Najam back again with another video, and today I'm actually gonna do my final verdict on the Kitsound HIVE 2 Bluetooth speaker. So let's get into it. Now, I heard this for a while now and I used it a lot, and in general I would say this is a monster speaker, but it does have a little bit of flaws, and one is a big one which I don't really like, and that's to do with the cable. This cable. Now, it's not a big deal, but to me it is sort of like a big deal, so I'm just gonna say. Now, this speaker is not really too small, but it's not the biggest either. So as you can see, it's fairly big in my hand. So it's my hand, and I don't have small hands, I have sort of medium sized hands. In terms of sound quality, this thing is sick. I really do like it, but the thing I missed from this is the bass. Now, it does have a lot of bass, and its bass is like a monster. It's really cool. It starts shaking the table and everything. I love that. But I'm looking for the boom kind of bass, which sort of kills your ears from a boom box or a subwoofer speaker, and this does not sort of deliver that. And another thing in terms of bass is, if you go on high volume, it actually lowers the bass just to sort of avoid distortion. And the thing is, I play FLAC files. Kitsound expect you to play MP3 files, and that's not a good thing. I really don't like that. I wish that I wasn't really saying this, but it just lowers the bass, and I like bass, and it just lowers it as you put the volume higher and higher. Now, it does go pretty loud. I don't use it on highest volume at all, but if you are gonna put it on high volumes, it's actually gonna lower the bass, which is not good. But that's just me. And another thing I don't really like about this is this is the biggest thing, is the placement of this auxiliary in. Now, on the previous one it was on the side, and I love that. That's completely fine. And also, this comes with a tiny cable. Like, who the heck is going to use this tiny cable? It's like 2 foot or something. It's really tiny. The thing I don't like about this, and the reason it's placed here, is because when I sort of listen in a kind of way that I have to sort of drop it back, because it's pushing sound upwards, and I want that sort of. You can't do that with the auxiliary in, and I use auxiliary in a lot instead of Bluetooth. And it's it's supposed to be used with the phone with Bluetooth, but if you're going to use auxiliary in, you can't drop it backwards. And it's not a bad thing, but it's actually been really bothering me a lot, because I lay down and I put this on my chest, and it sort of tries to drop back all the time. And I use auxiliary in, and it's not nice. It's just annoying. It's not nice, and I'm just sort of afraid that it's gonna get messed up. The wire is like gonna get messed up. It's gonna go like this and that. But that's it. This one over the previous one, what I like about this one as opposed to the other one is that these lights are much better as opposed to the previous one. So you can clearly read that, and that one had a light right over there, and you can barely see it properly. You could, but you could sort of make out for it. But if you look from the top, then it was really bright. If you look from the straight, it's not really bright at all. So that's what I didn't like about the last one, but this one sort of improves on that, and it's really loud. In general, I would say this is a really good speaker for the price. And now, Kitsound does have a lot of other speakers out now. They do have the Evolution, which I would love to try out, which is 130 watts of power. This is just 12 watts with 2 active drivers. Now, this is not bad. Okay, I'm not gonna say it's bad or anything. I love this speaker, and I still it's probably the best speaker I've ever had, because it's one of the only speakers I've had. I haven't had a lot, but I do have to say, for the price and for the size and everything, if you were to just buy a speaker in general for your phone, this would be a monster. This is like perfect, and is really great in pretty much any way. But if you were to look at this as a regular speaker, it's not really one of those things that you can sort of put at the side of your TV and say, oh, the audio quality is going to be better than this. Yes, it is better than what the speakers are like on the TV that we've got around here, but it's not really meant for that. And if I was to use it like that, which I do sometimes, it's not really good. The bass is not really great when you put the volume high, and you don't have to put it high. It's really loud on really low volumes, but I would like to see, you know, really good bass on high volumes. Yes, this does help and everything. Now if you put this against your ear, then it's pretty much perfect, and that's what I love about this. If you sort of put it against your ear, and I get the kind of bass push sound, you know, like from a boombox, and that's what I like. That's what I'm sort of looking for in a really small form factor. This thing sort of delivers it, but it's really sort of low on that. If you were to put this against your ear, then it would be, that's like, if you got this speaker, go ahead and try it, and you probably hear the bass is a lot higher than any of the frequencies, and that's what I like about this. And I would love to see that kind of audio coming from this without having to put it against your ear, because nobody's gonna put this against their ear. But in general, I'm not saying this is a bad thing. I still love it. The battery life is great, the sound quality is amazing. Not really too much bad things to say about this, except, you know, some little things like this is placed in a really bad position and stuff. And it also, when you're playing music and you're charging it, doesn't really charge. You have to have it turned off, because it does still suck more power than rather charge it. It just slows down the battery drain, so not funny. But you know, it's a speaker, so what can you expect from a speaker? Everything else is really cool. I've sort of reviewed this, I've unboxed this, and you know, I still love it. I mean, even though I've been saying a lot of bad things about this right now, I still love it. This is not a bad speaker by all means. So if you want to go ahead and get it, I still do love it. I still use it all the time on my table, and you know, wait for my hard drive to sort of kill out because of this vibration that this thing puts out. I don't really use Bluetooth or NFC all the time, and when I do, there's no disruptions or anything, so you should be perfectly fine with that. So in general, this is a monster speaker. If you want it, I do recommend it over the Hive 1, because that one does have a little bit of a hiss noise more than this one. Now this one does have it, but it's not as much, and I do recommend you getting this one over that. Now in terms of this against the Hive Pocket, this is stereo and it's pretty much exactly the same thing. So if you want mono sound but better pocketability, get that. If you want better sound, get this thing. Now this thing is their flagship speaker, I believe, but they do have monster speakers, and I would love to try them out, except I don't really need them, so I'm not gonna buy them. And if I was to sell this, which I will in the future, I'm, you know, maybe go ahead and get a massive speaker rather than this, because I do love that bass pump, the really warm bass, and you can't get this from this. Now this does, you know, have the bass and you can feel it, but it's a little too low, I would say. Now in terms of sound quality tests and everything, I'm not gonna do it. I did make a whole new video, but it was complained copyright all over the place because of all the different songs that I used to show. It was a great video and everything, but I couldn't put it up, so I took it down. And you know, this is the thing, this is I don't have music that explains pretty much this in every different aspect that you guys want to see, because all the music that I did use, they were all claimed copyright, so I had to take that down. It wasn't really up anyway, so really sorry, but I can't say the audio quality is monster. This is better than the HTC One speaker. It's better than any other phone speaker out there, obviously, but it is a little, you know, big and everything, well, compared to your phone. So that's it for this video. That's my final verdict. If you want this, go ahead and get it. I'm not going to stop you because it is a really good speaker. Now I have said a lot of bad things, but that's just personally for me. No one's going to use the auxiliary in, but if you are gonna, then you know, it's probably going to be on the table or something like that. Nobody's going to put this against the ear, only I do that. I mean, I don't do that at all and stuff like that. So all the bad things I've said, they only just to me, but in general there are no bad things about this. This is pretty much a monster speaker for the price, which is £60 on their website. I got this for 40, so you know, I can't really complain. So that's it for this video. I'm actually going to leave it here. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you again in a different video.